said Odinika could see everything, except the present. In the quiet Igbo village of Umuaka, people whispered her name with a mix of awe and fear. She was born without sight, her eyes pale like morning mist, yet she could tell anyone what waited for them beyond the next sunrise. Farmers came to her to know when rain would fall. Traders asked if danger hid on the road. Parents wanted to know which choices would bless or ruin their children. Odinika never missed a prediction. She sat every morning under the ancient iroko tree, her fingers tracing the air as though reading invisible writing. And every time she spoke, her voice carried the weight of truth. But one day, everything changed. It began with the arrival of a stranger. Heavy footsteps approached near sunset, a deliberate, confident rhythm that made even the insects fall quiet. Odinika sensed him before he spoke. The air around him felt wrong, like a drumbeat out of time. "I am looking for the girl who sees tomorrow," he said. "I am Odinika," she replied calmly. "What do you want to know?" The man crouched so close she could feel his breath. "I want to know my future." The village elders, who stood nearby, shifted uneasily. Something about the stranger's voice made the hairs on their arms rise. Odinika reached out, placing her palm above the man's open hand. Normally, the visions came swiftly, flashes of color, echoes of voices, a swirl of images only she could sense. But this time, she felt nothing. An unfamiliar coldness crawled up her spine. She tried again. Still, nothing. Odinika's breath hitched. In her entire life, she had never looked into tomorrow and found only darkness. "The future hides from you," she whispered. The stranger's jaw tightened. "Try harder." "I cannot." Her voice trembled. "There is a shadow around you, something that does not belong to this world." The elders gasped. The stranger stood abruptly, the ground seeming to shift with his movement. Even without sight, Odinika felt his anger burn like a living flame. "You will see my future," he hissed, "or your gift ends tonight." Before anyone could react, the wind surged as if the spirits themselves were startled. The stranger vanished into the forest, swallowed by the night. That night, Odinika dreamed for the first time in her life. She saw a blazing path winding through the forest, and herself standing at the center of it, surrounded by darkness that seemed to breathe. And a voice, a calm, ancient voice, whispered, "Your gift is not fading. It is being hunted." She woke with a start. The next morning, something terrifying happened. Villagers came to her, asking the usual questions. But when she reached out to read their futures, the visions flickered like dying lanterns. Unclear, uncertain. Something was interfering. The elders gathered urgently. "Child," the oldest among them said, "this stranger, did he bring a curse?" "I don't think he brought it," Odinika answered. "I think he was running from it, and now it is coming for all of us." As if summoned by her words, the earth trembled. Loud cracks echoed from the forest. Birds fled in panicked swarms. A dark mist rose between the trees, creeping toward the village like spilled ink. The same coldness Odinika felt before now spread through the air. "It's here," she whispered. But instead of fear, Odinika felt something else: determination. Her gift was more than a talent. It was a responsibility. And maybe, she thought, the future was losing clarity because she was supposed to shape it, not just see it. "Take me to the forest's edge," she told the elders. They hesitated, but her voice held the calm certainty they trusted. Together, they walked until the mist curled around their feet. Odinika stepped forward alone. Her hands lifted into the fog. She felt the darkness pulse, hungry, searching for the stranger. Or for her. And then she understood. The stranger had no future because he carried a piece of ancient magic meant to choose a new seer, someone who could guide not just a village, but many nations. The darkness wasn't trying to destroy her. It was testing her. "I am not afraid," she said softly. The mist stilled. Then, slowly, it dissolved like dew in sunlight. The ground warmed beneath her feet. The air grew clear. And for the first time in days, Odinika felt tomorrow again, bright and wide and waiting. Her visions returned, stronger than ever. When she turned back to the village, the elders stared at her in wonder. "What happened?" one asked. Odinika smiled, her pale eyes seeming to glow. "Something tried to steal tomorrow," she said, "but tomorrow chose to stay." From that day on, her gift changed. She no longer just saw what would happen. She saw what could happen, and helped her people choose the path that led to hope. Some whispered that the stranger would return. Others said he was never a man at all. But Odinika the blind girl walked forward without fear.